But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
So what kind of weapons do you think should be featured in a live-action Legend of Zelda movie? And who do you envision as the cast for this epic adventure? Let's delve into all the details we have so far. Nintendo and Sony are finally giving Legend of Zelda fans what they've been waiting for, a big screen adaptation. It's been a long time coming, considering how iconic and beloved the franchise is. With Link making his live-action debut, there's a lot of excitement and speculation buzzing around. I mean, Legend of Zelda is practically a household name, right? The latest game, Tears of the Kingdom, flew off the shelves, selling over 10 million copies in just 3 days. And after the success of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, everyone thought it was only a matter of time before Zelda got its moment in the spotlight. But then, there was that moment of disappointment when it seemed like an animated Zelda film wasn't happening. Fans were crushed when producer Chris Meledandri shut down those rumors. Luckily, though, the saga wasn't over yet. In a twist of fate, Zelda co-creator Shigeru Miyamoto came through with the news we've all been waiting for. Nintendo teamed up with Arid Productions and Sony Pictures to bring Legend of Zelda to life in a live-action movie. Talk about a game-changer. Since Miyamoto's big announcement on X, Nintendo has been dropping more details left and right. They even spilled the beans in a blog post, giving eager fans a taste of what's to come. And let me tell you, the internet has been buzzing ever since. It's like everyone's holding their breath, waiting to see who will be cast as Link, who will play the other iconic characters, and what adventures await us on the big screen. With so much anticipation building up, it feels like the Zelda movie is about to embark on its own epic quest. When it comes to who could be on the cast of the live-action Legend of Zelda movie, well, it's still a bit of a mystery. Miyamoto's announcement and Nintendo's blog post didn't spill the beans on any casting information. And hey, it's early days for the film's development, so it's not surprising that they're keeping things under wraps for now. But you know how it is with eager fans, they can't help but toss around some dream casting ideas. One name that keeps popping up is Tom Holland for the role of Link. He's got some serious superhero cred, having worked with producer Avi Arad on the Spider-Man movies and even the Uncharted adaptation. Then there's the question of who could play Princess Zelda. Saoirse Ronan and Hunter Schafer are fan favorites for the role. Schafer, who's a big Zelda fan herself, even said it would be so cool to step into the princess's shoes. Now, here's an interesting tidbit. Patricia Summerset voiced Zelda in the games, but there's no word yet on whether she'll be involved in the live-action flick. Fans are speculating that they might go for a bigger name for the role. But not everyone's thrilled about every potential casting choice. Take Chris Pratt, for example. His casting in the Super Mario Bros. Movie caused quite a stir, and some fans are hoping he won't make an appearance in Link's big screen debut. It looks like the Zelda faithful have some strong opinions about who should and shouldn't be part of Nintendo's next cinematic adventure. That said, who's behind the scenes crafting the Legend of Zelda movie magic? Well, it's director Wes Ball who's taking the helm. You might know him from his work on the Maze Runner trilogy and the Planet of the Apes film, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Before he stepped into the director's chair, Ball actually started out as a VFX artist, so he's no stranger to the world of CGI, which is going to be pretty handy for a project like this, you'd reckon. Now, as for the script, it's in the hands of Derek Connolly, the mastermind behind Jurassic World. Nintendo's blog post made it clear that they're going to be keeping a close eye on things, with the company being deeply involved in shaping the adaptation. So, Ball and Connolly are likely to get plenty of feedback and guidance from the bigwigs at Nintendo as they bring the story to life. So, what's the scoop on the Legend of Zelda movie plot? Well, Nintendo and Sony are keeping their cards close to their chests on this one. As of now, we don't have any juicy details about what the story will entail. There's speculation swirling around whether the movie will stick closely to the plots of the video games or if it'll spin its own tale, inspired by the franchise's characters and world. According to Miyamoto, the brains behind Zelda, a straight-up retelling of the games might not cut it. He's all about breaking new ground and making sure the movie experience feels fresh and engaging even for die-hard fans. But let's talk about the weapons and gadgets, because that's where the real excitement lies, right? With Zelda being packed with iconic gear like Link's trusty sword, bow, and bombs, there's a whole arsenal of tools that need to make an appearance to do justice to the legendary hero's journey. Taking a leaf out of the Super Mario Bros. Movie's book, Zelda needs to strike the right balance between showcasing these classic items and keeping the story gripping without Link coming across as too overpowered. Throughout the games, Link's wielded a bunch of weaponry to tackle puzzles and foes, from his earliest quests to his latest adventures. So, if the Zelda movie wants to hit the mark, it's going to have to make sure it packs in all the fan-favorite gear that fans have come to know and love. In The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Link adds a cool new tool to his arsenal, the paraglider. This nifty device lets him soar through the skies, covering long distances with ease. What's neat about the paraglider is that it's not just for getting around. Link can also whip out his bow and arrow while gliding, taking down enemies or solving puzzles from above. Including the paraglider in the Zelda movie would add an extra layer of excitement, showing Link overcoming airborne challenges and demonstrating his determination to save Hyrule. Another classic weapon that could make an appearance is Link's trusty slingshot. It made its debut in The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons and became a handy tool for long-range attacks. Although it's not as powerful as his bow and arrow, Link's creativity shines through as he loads it up with various projectiles like rocks and Deku seeds. If the Zelda movie showcases both young and adult Link, the slingshot could be a fun way to highlight his knack for ranged combat early on, paving the way for him to master the bow and arrow as he grows older. Link's resourcefulness on the battlefield is one of his standout traits, and it's perfectly showcased with his ice and fire rods. In The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, he wields these rods as straightforward weapons to tackle his relentless adversaries. But as the series progresses, Link proves he's not just about brute force, he gets creative with these tools. In later games, he uses them to freeze water and give his arrows a fiery boost, making him a force to be reckoned with when tackling puzzles or facing tougher foes. Incorporating these versatile rods into the Zelda movie would highlight Link's knack for thinking on his feet, demonstrating his ability to adapt and outsmart his enemies in unexpected ways. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.